Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. Happy roll week. Good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing out there? If you're here with me either in YouTube chat or on the Discord chat, go ahead and say what's up. Say good morning. Let's see who's with us early this morning. I know we are seemingly, for our folks across the pond or anybody who's not in the U.S. here, we are seeming like we're coming on an hour earlier here, but no, the clocks have changed. We did lose an hour over here because of silly daylight savings. But yeah, good morning, everybody. Good early morning. It is actually 5 a.m. my time. It is 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So this is the correct time to actually go live here. You folks who think it's early, it's not early. This is what we do in the crazy U.S. over here. So good morning to Rhett, Luna, Dave 13, Sharmods, Grateful Trader, Big G, JB, Chad, Vibe Trader, Shady Lady, Matic, Cyrus, Sadek, Majin, SW, IUSAX, AR88. Good morning and welcome. We have WD, Ken, Julius, Gabazine, Astro Nerd, Potamus. Good to see you. Welcome, Darren. Good morning. Jay, Luna, Liquid Flows. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Casper, Samuel, Scott McNasty, Landshark, Savage, Julio, Lido, Waleed, Go SPVC, Doomslayer Forever, Ugendar, Trend Friend, Ripper Trader, Brian, NP, Mac, Undercover Leprechaun, Mikal, Casper, Scott, Manny, Woo, Jermaine, Mr. Moon, Silent, Greg, Frazoo, Richard, Jim, Double A, Matt K, Maverick, Richard, Daniel S, Hidden, Karen, Vincent, Denise, Pop Pops, Lido, Richard, Z-Still, Q, NQ Rips, Waleed. Good morning, Douglas, Marcello, TR, Daniel, JJ, yeah, McTony's. Good morning, Vince, Waleed, TNT, Franny, Josh, Marcello, Travis, Chingo, Technical Trader, Tomas, G-Lines, Lenny. Good morning, Stephen, Raymond, Apex, RTR. Good morning. How's everybody doing out there? So it is roll day today, roll week today. The contracts for March, they are expiring. They did expire. No, they're expiring on Friday. It's Triple Witching Friday this Friday. So we're going to see all those contracts expiring today. It's going to be, I keep saying today, expiring on Friday. So we are rolling because, usually we look for open interest or volume, but the volume was extraordinarily higher today in June. So I said, what the heck? We're just going to roll a day early. Usually I was looking to roll on Tuesday or Wednesday from the March to the June, but the June volume is picking up and it's so much more liquid than what we're seeing in the March contract. So we're going to go ahead and roll already. You can see here on my screen, JUN, these are the June contracts. Remember, it goes HMUZ, HMUZ. We are on the M of that quarterly pattern. So H was the March, M is the June, and then we will roll over to the U's and then the Z's later in the year. But right now we're on the M contract, so it's NQM4, NQM24. Over in TradingView, very easy. It's just NQ1 exclamation point, and there we have it. We are kind of ducking low here. I do want to see if we can break down below this 195 area. I kind of want to just put on a short here. I'm going to be trading a Top Step Combine this morning. As you can see, haven't taken any trades yet. Was writing the morning memo, getting all of the new levels suited and booted for the June contracts, because we rolled in both, all the equity contracts, the S&Ps, the Russells, the Dows, and the NQs. So yeah, there we go. Good morning, babe. Good morning. Yeah, so volume is heavily greater in these Junes than it is in the March contracts. So the March contracts, everybody's kind of bailing on those, and we are going to be trading these Junes here. Thinkorswim switched to June for the continuous contract today. Usually when you switch, yeah, I just looked at the volume, looked at the open interest. So I'm assuming when we see the open interest numbers tomorrow for today, where they closed at, I'm assuming that the June contracts will have a much higher open interest than what we see on the March, unless there's some big players that are kind of waiting till the umpteenth second here to kind of the 11th hour to switch over. But I doubt it. I really doubt it. Rips, for your giveaways, why don't you pull like 10 names at once and the first to reply with their Twitter name wins? We figured it out. We figured out the Twitter giveaway thing and the Instagram giveaway thing. So there shouldn't be any problems moving forward. So I think it was broken because when people were writing in, my Twitter username is blah. That would block, I would actually block them. So Yeah, I don't know. YouTube has a weird way of auto blocking certain words and phrases and things like that. We also had an hour removed due to Ramadan, so it's a really weird thing seeing you 2 hours early. Oh my goodness, Waleed. Yeah, so here we are. What time is it over where you're at? Maybe we're getting closer to your morning, right? We're probably like closer to your lunchtime here. I'm from Canada. Can I trade futures? Yes. Trade on Top Step. There's a link in the chat there. It has a little star next to it. It says start trading futures today. Click that link. That'll get you a discount, especially on your first Top Step account. It'll get you a nice little discount there. So yeah, I would say 100% trade futures. Use Top Step. Don't trade with your own money, especially if you're learning. I mean, it's there's no question. Trade on Top Step. Hey, give it up for Grateful Trader. Passed another combine. Good job, Grateful Trader. Love to see that. It's like $50 away when we first started the stream, and now he has passed. I'm looking to pass. I have a few that are ready to go passing for me as well on the bench here. I'm going to be trading one single combine this morning, and it is it's like $2,400 away from passing. Wouldn't that be something? AMP Interactive Brokers if you're using your own capital, but again, I would stay away from that. I have had so many horror story DMs where I caution against it. I say to people, they have a lot of frustration with the rules on Top Step or other funding companies, and they have, I can't pass these rules. I can't do this. I'm just going to go trade on my own money. Yeah. $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 later, when in like a week or 2 weeks, like record timing, they come back and they say, yeah, I should probably go back to Top Step. It's like, no, never should have left Top Step. You should, if the rules are bothering you, it's, not going to change when you go and trade your own money. You're going to have a day where you break your own rules, and the pain is going to be multiple thousands of dollars. Rips, have you received a payout from Top Step? Yes. Put in one for Thursday, no email confirmation yet. Yeah, so for Technical Trader, you got to understand that the whole team was in Vegas. They're all coming back this week. So they have a backlog of people who passed XFAs, who requested payouts. So now that they're back, everything's going to be expedited this week, and they're going to be powering through all that stuff. So don't worry if you haven't gotten your XFA and you've been waiting since last week. Any of that stuff is going to be resolved this week. So just be patient for that. The entire team it's a Vegas trip that they do once a year. So just be patient, and they'll get that all fixed this week. You stay at Top Step or sell your soul to Apex? No, come on. Crazy. I'd be leading the lambs to slaughter if I was recommending that people should go and trade on anybody but Top Step, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. So I can't get TV to show the new contract. NQ1 ! NQ1. Or you just type in NQ like this. It'll bring up this. You can expand that. It's just right here, NQ1. That's the front month. Let's hope that one day Morocco will be allowed to trade on Top Step. I like the community and their model. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to be opening up more and more countries. Wow, look at this flush. I really want to take this short. I'm just watching right around this 195 level. By golly, I want to take this short. It's NVIDIA that's shaking the market around here. Let's see if we can actually there's so much liquidity down here that they're buying into, but let's see here if these 195s want to flush at all. There is no news this morning, folks. So this is just kind of moving all on technicals here. I guess I could try like one contract, and then if we auction back up above 200, I'm going to try one contract short here. If we auction back up to these 200s, these 210s, I'm going to move my stop actually. Like I'm going to get a wider risk here. I'm going to look to add into this aggressively. We are kind of flushing these 195 quarters here. I'm going to add in another contract. I want to try to be a little aggressive here since this is just, the S&Ps are rolling tremendously hard too. Even though there's a lot of liquidity down here, there's a big bid support down here. I'm trying to get this snap and this break low because we have room down to 166. Hearing a squawk right now. Some military drills, not a big deal, but gosh, there's a lot of bids down here. There we go. Big chunky sellers here. There's so many bidders down here. It just makes me a little bit hesitant to add into this because there's a good chance that we could see a big pop down here. Watching closely. I want to try to add into pops, to be honest with you. Watching here. I'm going to try another ad right there. There we go. Nice flush. We're only trading 3 contracts here. Big sellers stepping in. This is a big break here where we could get this breakdown down to 166. I'm watching up here on these bounces. Trying to add into this here, be aggressive for the sweep down into the 66. That's our level that we're watching. Seeing if we can cover a little bit here on one more dip down. Seeing if these sellers have given up. Watch the 75 area now. Trying to cover some right here. Covered quite a bit. Watching here if we bounce back up into these 80s or not. Covering one more right here if I can get a fill. Watching here towards these 80s now. I'm just going to cover that. So there we go. Nice short there. Ended up taking about 5 contracts into that barrel down to the south side. So that's going to put us up on the day. We had nothing on the board there. That's going to put us up, hey, $1,000 in a top step combine. So we are very close to passing that one now. Like I said, we're $2,500 away. Now we're only $1,500 away on that little flush. Like I said, I wanted to be a little bit more greedy there, but I have to be cautious because on any of those bounces, they can tool that up, a quick 10 handles. So I was trying to cover into that flush. And we covered near the bottom there. Pretty good covers there. There's all of our executions there on that trade. Anybody else see that similarly to me, how I saw that? Did anybody see that flushacito there similarly to me? I just had to hammer that when I saw that. And I was talking about these contracts rolling. I'm just seeing the selling come in. We're at that nice little break area. So I got to take that. Sorry for not continuing what I was saying, but sometimes I see something like that, I just have to take it, especially when we have no news like that. Yeah, there's that bounce, right? Bouncing, 20 handle bounce. You got to be careful for these bounces on this type of trade here because it could be so unpredictable and it could be washy, right? One account up 460, another up 110. Nice work there, Big G. Yeah, and there's that flush right back down, right? So just looking over at the Mag 7 right now, we have some selling coming in from some bigger names like Microsoft and Meta. NVIDIA is really struggling to hold up here. The low on NVIDIA that we want to see cracked is those 850s. We want to see 850 really cracking there. If we do see that cracking those lows, this could see some more pain today. What's interesting though is that we have this much activity this early on, especially with no news. Remember, there's no news coming out today. There is, but no important news, especially there's no news actually being released in the pre-market. Just to give you folks a schedule here, we do have the New York Fed survey of consumer expectations. That's out at 11. So that's the first piece of U.S. news being released today. The Fed is in a blackout period too, because we do have FOMC coming out next Wednesday. So we have triple witching on Friday, and then we have all of the big stuff on Wednesday. That's the FOMC. That's the rate decision. We're expecting a pause there. And the real big news event, we have a couple things that are peppered throughout this week. Good morning, Flower. Good to see you. Or Flo ER. Good morning. Good morning. So we do have, tomorrow's kind of the big one, right? Tomorrow, big news is going to be CPI. The CPI is going to be out at 8:30 in the morning. So we will be trading that together here live on stream. You don't want to miss it, right? You do not want to miss that. That's going to be tomorrow at 8:30. And then on Wednesday, we do have a 30-year bond auction out from the Treasury at 1 p.m. Nothing really in the way of regular news on Wednesday. And then on Thursday, we do have the PPI. We have jobless claims. So that's going to be on Thursday. And then on Friday, we have Empire Manufacturing. So really the biggest day that you want, if you only could trade one day this week, if you're trying to, finagle around your schedule and you have some stuff going on this week and you say, Rips, I only have one day that I could trade, right? Which day would you trade? Well, I'd trade Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be CPI, right? CPI is going to be on Tuesday. There's no Fed speakers this week, complete blackout period. And they do that the week before FOMC. And that's how you know when the Fed's in a blackout period, it's the week before FOMC. We have the triple witching on Friday. Just watching this price action here, kind of bidding this up at the 80s. I might just take a restroom break here. Quick little restroom break, let the tape kind of develop, and we'll be back in a short minute here. We are currently up $1,000, just taking that one quick scalp there to the downside, trading these NQ June contracts. I'll be right back with you, folks. And we're back. Choleric says, do you think the CPI tomorrow will make a large move or a nothing burger? Well, it depends. I mean, if we have an outlier print, we could definitely see a move. But, it could be an excuse for positioning going into FOMC as well. If we are going to reject these 195s, I want to look for a short again here. But if we're going to reclaim this, test this, tap this, and I want to look to take this long because it looks like all of those bidders are kind of carrying the market back up here. Hey, good morning, Redberg. The new contract has a higher all-time high than the last contract. What would you say the all-time high is? I believe I have it for our top level there, dude. I believe it's in the morning memo. I believe it's the top level is the ATH right there. But when you're looking at all-time highs, when people are talking about NAS all-time highs, they're probably looking at NASDAQ cash. Good morning, So. Good morning. We are taking these 195s. I'm going to try a long here now, since we are holding these 195s. Seeing if we're busting up above these 200s with strength. Seeing if these are holding now. I want to see us auction above 205 with some strength. You have room up to the 220s here. I'm going to add into that. Looking for this to burst up above these 212s now. See if we can get this run up. Nice little bounce there from NVIDIA. Some chunky orders up towards the 212s. Watching here this 212 liquidity pool. See if we can grab this with some quickness. Nice little push up there. I'm going to cover 3 into the offer. Or I tried to. A little bit too slow there, I guess. Watching. And cover 3 right here. We can tap into that. Wow. Just not getting the fills there. Tried to cover 3. Unfortunately, we had that rejection right there. A little bit too slow with my covers. Let's see if we can finagle this around these 200s. Watching this carefully here. See if these 200s want to hold for us. Watching this bounce up at 206 or so. New contract symbol is going to be NQM. NQM. There it goes, HMUZ. We're just on the H's. See if they auction these 205s. I might actually add to this if we can hold above 205s here on this clip. It's a perfect run up, and we just didn't get our covers that we're looking for, unfortunately. We had our covers in place right there. But it rejected right when we put our covers out. So we're kind of chasing that price. I expected that we would have got that run up right up to those 200s or so. So just a little bit unfortunate there. Let's see if we get a bounce here back above these 200s. Didn't expect such a wild rejection, to be honest. But NVIDIA kind of rejected right under the VWAP there. So let's see if we can find some basing out before these 190s pull. Wow, what a rejection there. Yeah, it's crazy. We had our cover right there, and it dipped right into our cover. So that's going to put us back down there, down $1,200 in the red. And we were up, and there's the bounce right at our cover. Very, very tricky stuff here. Let's see if we can get back in here since those 190s are holding. Adding back into that. I mean, we got stopped out right there, and then it did a nice little reversal. Let's see if we can get back above these 200s. NVIDIA's just auctioning very, very wild here. And let's see if we can get a nice pull up into these 200s. Some big bid support right there above 190s for the time being. Seeing if this wants to break or hold here at these 190s. Interesting shaking and shimmying here in these contracts for now. Seeing if we get this bust up above 200s. Just watching here if these 190s are going to hold for us. Are you missing levels below 118? Let's see here. Nope. Those are the levels. That's what we have. All right, let's see if these 200s want to hold for us here. Try to get aggressive on this push up through 200. and see if we can get this whip up all the way up to 224 or so. They're still kind of holding here. Just want to see how this is received up at these 200s, because we have some liquidity that's resting, just anticipating the 210 pull. So let's see if we can get aggressive into this here. Adding into that. Watching here up above these 200s now. So 224 is the ultimate target, but I want to see us if we can push through these 210s first. We have room down to about 193 or so. This has a little slight pullback down to these 193s. So watching here. Hey, good morning, Be Consistent. Good to see you. A lot of liquidity right here at these 198s as well. So I want to see this auctioning clean through these 200s without any kind of rejection here. Very wide, very wide bid and ask here, very wide spreads. So it's still, we're still dealing with a rolling contract here, so it is a little bit thin, but it can have some nice pull. Let's see if we get this auction cleanly through this 200 level now without a rejection here. I want to see this cleanly through 205. Looking to add here potentially. Adding into that for a push through 205 now. We had some really nice smooth liquidity rolling up into this, and now we're just we're running into a little bit of sparse liquidity here, which is fine. I'm still confident that we do get this pull up through that 210 area, and we'll try to finagle these contracts around that. And again, we have the bid support going down to 193 or so. I just want to see if we can actually push through this. This is where we had a little bit of a kerfuffle 10 minutes after the hour. We should see some liquidity being injected in about 4 minutes as well. All right, let's see this push back up above 200 here. Ribs, any way to have the levels I have marked out move when rolling over to the new contract? You can just try copying them, depending on what platform you're using. You can just try copying them if that works out very, very well. I just, if I'm trying to move levels from one chart to another, I'm just selecting those levels and then I'm copying them. Simple as that. Move my stop up a little bit here. Let's see. Where are we at? 188 halves. Go on like 187 here. And it stopped out. All right, so not correct on that one. We were looking, those covers that we had in for that pull above that 210 level, those didn't come into fruition. I stacked, we had 6 contracts we were running into that. We stacked those on the offer, tried to cover, and ended up chasing the price down. Then we had that big flush that brought that down there. So unfortunately, that's going to put us at negative $3,200 on that one. Let's switch over into a different combine here. See if we can have better luck here on our next one. See which one this is here. Right here. There we go. Again, same trade idea is what I'm looking for, is this kind of basing out down here. See if we can get filled on the bid. Might have to chase this a little bit. Yeah, limit orders are pretty hard to get filled here, and especially on those covers that we're looking for as well. All right, so we're back in here. And I do expect the price action to be a little bit trickier to play on the fact that we are rolling into these contracts today. It's a little bit lighter. So I am expecting that to be trickier to get fills on limits like we saw there on the prior contracts or the prior account that we're trading. And with this type of price action, we're seeing the volume a little bit lower, you do have to factor in that it will be a little bit trickier to get fills if you're trying to get filled, limit order like we were on the ask there. See if these 190s will hold here. It really is kind of mirroring the price action that we're seeing from NVIDIA, and NVIDIA is trading a little bit thin here, but as long as we're holding above 850 or so, I am pretty confident in this price action. So no data, but we do have 30 seconds till we have liquidity being injected in the markets here. So let's see if we can tap into this. Yeah, volume literally dropped like a rock. We had it dead to rights, and then when we went for our covers, volume just disappeared, went away immediately. I guess I could have closed, just with a market order, but I figured we would have tapped at least one of those orders. It's pretty shocking to see how fast the price evaporated there. Yeah, but that's trading though. It's going to happen. All right, here's that liquidity injection. Watching here. Seeing if these 190s want to hold here. Adding into that for this auction above 193. Have some bids kind of stacking up here. I want to see, again, over 200. Adding into this, trying to get aggressive here. Over 200 is kind of the trigger point here. This 195 level has been a little bit of where, it feels like this is where the pre-market point of control is, for me at least, right at this 195 level. And volume did perk up a little bit there for 930 or for 830. But I want to see if we can actually get continuation because we have seen some stronger bids down there. We just need to see this now strong through 200s. Really all we need to see. Strength through 200s, that equals that we might see that run above that. There's liquidity resting, front running 210s. So we would likely tag that up at 208, 209. And then if we blow through that liquidity, we have a straight shot all the way to 224. So it really is whether or not we're going to get through this 197 player rather. So watching these 200s now. And I want to get aggressive if we actually see this giving out at 200s here. Okay, there's that push through 200s. Trying to get aggressive here. Let's see this 205 pull. Okay, this is the traffic that I was talking about. We get through this, we can see that straight shot that I'm talking about. So here's the traffic. Very, very thin here. Let's see if we can get through this traffic now. Watching up here through 207. Watching carefully here. It's very, very thin. What's crazy is right when we came live, it wasn't this thin, and now we're having very, very wide gaps in liquidity, and it's extremely, extremely thin, like that. See that flush right there? Extremely thin on that flush. We're getting prints that are 2-3 handles apart there on each print. See if we hold this bounce at 200. If we do, then we'll probably get that bounce back up to 210. So watching here, if we clear through 200s again. This is on like 1 lot, 2 lot. Watching here, 200s. These gaps in these prints are crazy. I don't know if you folks are watching the time and sales on your screens, but yeah, these gaps. I'm going to try this once more for this pull up through 207 now. Let's see. Trying to key this in if we can get this pull. Another rejection there. Somebody now is front running the front runner. So somebody up there at 206 front running the 207 who's front running the 210. So we have front run inception going on here. So I'm going for this tag up through those 200s, but it doesn't seem to be working out here. Move my stop up a little bit just so we can get stopped out early if we get this flush. And I'm going for the bigger trade too. I'm going for that explosion up through 207 up to 210, 211, 212. So again, this is kind of this point of control that we've been hanging around for the pre-market here, this 197 halves, 195 quarters in betwixt those two little levels there. So here's that thin push back up. This is, if I had seen this price action right at 8 a.m., I probably would have tooled down my size quite a bit, but I figured that we would have had a lot more liquidity coming in here. And it's very, very thin, to be honest with you. A lot of liquidity, again, still resting at 204 up all the way through 211. I do expect that we will entertain that liquidity. I'm surprised that we're not just jumping right into that liquidity right away. So we'll see. We have our stop in place. We're just going to let this one work out. Yeah, how big are the spreads on the MNQ right now? I would assume it's just as thin, right? So market makers are watching my YouTube channel. It's exactly what it is. Yeah. Let's see. Can we get this jump up through 205, getting that 207 lick? Let's see here. Trying to time this again. Just not getting that strong pull that I'm looking for just yet. Even though all of that resting liquidity is, that's where the market should head first. So here's 205. Testing this 205 again. This is where it should just slam right through. It's crazy how thin this is. I might have to reduce here. Yeah, look at these spreads are just insane. This is probably what it's like trading Forex spreads on one of these scammy Forex brokers. All right, knock, knock. Here it is again. Nobody wants to trade more than one lot at this area, up or down. And as I say that now, they start coming into the downside. 15 contracts traded there into the bid. Back here at this 197 area. More or less, Forex has always been like that. Yeah. I'm happy to never trade any of those Forex prop firms or anything like that. Never done it before, and I have zero plans to do it, especially after this weekend. I've seen so many horror stories on Twitter about it, about certain prop firms not paying people. Crazy, crazy, crazy. So again, same area of liquidity here, these 197s trading strong liquidity. NVIDIA's having trouble getting above the VWAP here as well, but S&Ps are holding on to these 5170s, which is kind of coinciding with our 195 quarters level here on the NQ. A little bit of a push up here. But front running those 200s. I may just have to reduce my size on this. Yeah, the liquidity looked so much more promising right at 8 a.m. And then it just dried up. So I guess most of the players are going to be waiting for open here. And that might be what we have to wait for, unfortunately. Am I using the 500 tick chart? No. This is a 30-second chart that you're seeing right over here. And that's just so you can see each one of my executions. So we're just holding here, seeing if we can get this liquidity back entertained above these 200s. We have big liquidity that has moved down to around 205 here that I would assume would want to get tagged pretty quickly. But we have our stop in place in case we get the flush just like that. So stopped out there, taking another loss. This is kind of the channel that we're wrestling around in here. I mean, these are these big wicks here. We had this clean price action, big volume, and then on this wick right here is where we've just been kind of dancing around on absolutely low volume. So I'll put on the shot clock for myself, take a little breather. This is where we stand on our day so far. 2 combines hitting max daily loss, down $6,500. I'm going for the bigger trade there, looking for those 205s to give out, looking for that 207 area. I wanted to cover into that 207 being front ran, but yeah, I was being patient for it. Sometimes it doesn't work out. May have to reduce my size. Well, you definitely can't add more. Yeah, exactly right. But there we go, bouncing back up there, back up to these 195s. Thin and crispy, yeah. This is definitely like wafer thin markets right here. It's crazy because we had so much nice liquidity right at 8 a.m., right into the open, or right into, when we started the stream. We had very, very nice liquidity. And then the moment that we tried to cover on the ask, those market makers who are watching our stream clearly, that's where it all started to fall apart. Yeah, but we're getting tagged on our stops here and just bouncing back up and rolling back over, bouncing back up. So we might just be best to wait until that open to try something here. I think that's probably going to be our best bet. Switching over to combine number 3 here. Stop going pulled pork and just go ham. Yeah, I know, right? But, I figured that we'd have some of that liquidity being tagged at those 207s there. Nice work there, Mike. Up $400. 2 shorts and went through. Nice work there, Adrian. Yeah, if we're looking at, let me go to the 1 minute chart here. We're just snaking around this area. It's neither long nor short. And we're covering here, and then that's where it just went straight down, dropped like a rock and stopped us out. We were looking super pretty there. And we were, that combine was like right here and we pass it. And I was looking for those 224s to kind of trade. This is our level that we're watching. So I was looking for that 224 to trade. But it just goes to show if you're playing aggressive, you have to, be willing to take the risk. So those 2 accounts are now at 153,400 and 153,200. So they were basically could have passed them today. Now back down into, it's going to take 2 more days to pass those. So yeah, I liked my trades. I wouldn't have changed anything. As you know, on certain combines, on certain days, I will try to get aggressive. I was looking for a pass on one of those combines there. Yeah, here comes the pop over 200. This is probably the one we're looking for. But, when we're trading that much size, we have to expect that if it does dip low like that, we're going to get stopped out. That's why I did mention that maybe I want to look into reducing my size there. It looked great. It was long ES and the chairs disappeared and the music stopped. Yeah, exactly right. But yeah, we are pushing back up here. Rips, do you even mess with combines that hit daily loss limit? They are usually dead to me at minus 3K. Well, so these combines, they're now at 153K balance. They were 1 day away from passing. And, had I got the covers I was looking for up here, and one of them, the first one I was trading, would have passed. I'm a scalper, so I do the 1 minute and 5 minute 100 tick chart, but it does help. Yeah. I think that the lower time frame obviously helps when you're scalping. 12 trades on combine, up 557 for my 50K combine, walking away for today. That's 2 positive days. Nice work there, PLP. Let's go. Very nice. Yeah, if you're trading smaller sizes, you can take the heat. I was trading full size there, so I'm not going to be able to take that much heat. But I was gunning towards the fact that we're going to hold at this 195 quarters, and we weren't going to get that break. But this is crazy how thin it got. Yeah, I got it tremendously thin there. Even looking at the book map, you could see exactly what I'm talking about here. We had this perfect move, dead to rights, and then we put in our cover here, and it just dashed down. Put it in the cover here, dashed down, and I guess I should have just hit the flatten mall position there. But you don't expect it to get thin like that. That got so thin so quickly. It negated how thick and chunky it was on the way up. It just got so thin on the way down. I was actually shocked to see that. So, it's one of the things that can happen when you're rolling contracts. Usually we roll on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so having this roll a day early has a little bit of a factor to play with it. Look at Ninja Trader here. We literally have a gap in the candle. We're getting prints that are dollars apart here, multiple handles apart. It's printing, like I saw it print 204 and then it printed 201. That's a 3-handle gap. So it happens. Lots of volume on March contract. No. So here, let me just look here. I want to see if it maybe somebody started barreling into the March contract. We have 117,000 contracts traded so far in the June contract. And in the March contract, we're looking at, let's see here, 99,000. So it's significantly lower. NQ March still has more volume. No, I'm not seeing the same thing there, Matt. I'm seeing it significantly lower. 99,000 for March, 117,000 for June. Unless I'm reading something wrong, somebody can correct me. Can you roll contracts on a Top Step account? Yeah. I'm trading on the June on my Top Step account right now. Feel like the EU guys rolled early and the US guys are like, what are you doing to my market, bro? Here, let me go look at the, yeah, I mean, it's just as bad. I mean, it's just as bad in the March. It's crazy though. It's crazy. I mean, I did not expect that to, I mean, we had that tumble from 213s down to 185s like that. 160. We have a level at 166. So that was the original short target. But yeah, this is just kind of bouncing around. We'll see what happens at 9 a.m. with the liquidity injection. Ninja had auto rollover this morning. I saw that too. Makes things easier. Click the OK button. Everything rolls for you. Top Step X is locked into the June contract. I don't know about that. Yeah, it might be. It would be a good thing, right? It very well could be. So I have my combine loaded up here. This is combine number 3 here, mind you. This one has a balance of 156,000. So again, this is one that I could pass today. We'll see how the open treats us. How do you convert levels over from your prior contract? We have brand new levels there, Matt. Absolutely brand new. All the old levels kind of go to the wayside there. Do I have a course? No. I have a community, which you can check out. There it is. And in that community, there is a webinar archive. But like I always say, this is information that you can find for free in books. Go to the library, on YouTube videos, search for whatever you're looking to find. But it's just my method of teaching it. And if you find value in that, you know, you can come in, you check it out for 7 days. You get full access to all the webinars during those 7 days for $7. I mean, come on, $7. You get full access to it. If you find value in it, you probably want to continue. If you don't, you're out $7 whole in 7 days of your time, right? That's it. Hey guys, noob question. So the March contract isn't playing until Thursday, until Friday. Friday is when it expires, Anthony. But we're already trading June. I'm trading the June ones, even though it didn't go so well. It looked real nice here, and then it got real ugly. It was looking real nice, and then it got real ugly. Blew up last night. Terrible. Got to stop being greedy, or just wait for better trading times. Wait until we have the market open, or if you're trading Globex London session, that's your regular trading. You know, you probably got into the same kind of thing I did, where it's a very, very thin market, right? Does Bookmap auto roll the contract? Not that I'm aware of. You just need to do NQM4 is the contract. That's what I would do. Oh, MNQ has more in March. Yeah, maybe, possibly. Yeah, maybe for the MNQ. What's the name for my volume profile? This is over here. This is SRVP. I'm sorry, VRVP. Visible Range Volume Profile. VRVP. When does Fire Drill starting? It's not here. It's over on the Top Step channel. You're on the wrong channel, my friend. There's a lot of bid support down here, by the way. A lot of bid support. I'm so tempted to take a long down here. Tons of chunky bid support here. For me, ripped, since I'm new to trading futures, I prefer trading MNQs for right now. Yeah, that's a good thing. Trade the MNQ. Hey, good morning, O'Keefe. Good to see you. If there's a fire drill here, you better run. We do giveaways in here, but there's no fire drills. Fire drills are for Top Step TV. This channel is always on fire. Yeah, we are burning down the house today, down $6,500. We are burning it down today. Here, let me show you what this looks like, by the way, since we always have transparency in here. Get this over here. Here's our losses. 3,500 or 3,200 and 3,250. There you go. In our combines. Fun times, right? Fun stuff. Did you trade today, or was that yesterday? This is right now. This is we traded right now, and we had the market dead to rights, but we couldn't get our covers. The market refused to give us an uptick on both of our covers on the offer. I need that. If you're listening, Cargo, we really need that. We need that momentum hotkey thing working. That would have saved my butt. Were those longs? We had a short and then a long and then a long and then a long. So we won on a short and then we were passing on a long and then we couldn't get our covers. Mr. Kofifi says, I'm waiting too. Yeah. What's going on over there? Come on. Pick up the slack there. Heads up ribs for what? What did you say? I missed what you said earlier. High ribs head up. Okay. Heads up for what? What's coming? There's something coming. Wait, so you're saying you don't win every day? Crazy. Oh my gosh, I know, right? I mean, I was being very, very aggressive. I know what I'm getting myself into here. We still have plenty of day left to trade, but I'm only going to trade one more combine. I'm probably, given how thin this has been and tricky this has been, I could probably say I'm almost positive 100% certainty I will not be trading any XFAs or live today, at least until CPI tomorrow. How many rows here? Here's all my settings on VRVP. There's all my settings. There's all the inputs, everything. There it is. Good morning. You have a nice weekend? I did. It was nice and relaxing. Thank you for asking there. I love leather. Good to see you. Ribs, why don't you got stopped at 3K on each combine? Because I was holding 15 contracts and there's slippage on a very wide spread market like this. So there's slippage, even on a sim environment like that. Mr. Kofifi still counting his racks. That's what I'm saying, Carl. Mr. Kofifi, by the way, here in Clubhouse was up 51,000 last time I checked, something like that. 45,000, 50,000, somewhere in that range of, we call it a heck of a lot. Whatever it is, it's a heck of a lot, and he's crushing it. I mean, if this was a more thickly traded contract right now, I like what I'm seeing, and I would take a long here, but I kind of want to just, I mean, this account is 156K, and I could easily pass it, so I don't know that, wait, by the way, what's going on here? Why is that all skewed? Hold on one second. Why is this? There we go. For some reason, that was a little bit skewed there. Fix this here. Right there, I guess. Wow, look at that. Huge rip up to the top side. Like I said, I was looking at taking that long, but I'm keeping myself out of trouble here. Yeah, this market's tough. This market is tough right now because it's so thin. But yeah, I really like the pattern that was coming on down there and ended up missing the long. 1K daily loss limit on these markets. Nope, not working. Dang. You should really, honestly, Kofifi, you should just literally only try to make $200. You should be trading the micros. Just only try to make $200. Trade the micros and just get it done and just be done with it. There's no reason to keep bleeding, right? There's no reason to give anything back here. Wow, look at this huge pop. There's that over 200s now. S&P is barely moving, by the way. NQ is just going crazy well. NVIDIA is barely moving. Yeah, I'm sure you're probably going to make a bundle in whatever your combines are that you're trading, right? So we swept above 200s there. Coming back down towards this 195 quarters. If we sweep below these 195 quarters, I'm going to look for any kind of bid support that I could take this long. And again, I don't know why this is all kind of offset here. Something's all jacked up with this. Hold on one second. There we go. That's what was messed up. There we go. Perfect. Great. Wonderful. Perfect. All right. So coming back down to these 195 quarters, I'm looking for some bid support here. Vale is up $47,000 on a practice count. Nice. You're matching what Kofifi's up on his XFAs. Nice work there, Charmods. There you go. Hey, Rips, good morning. Is that min-max on your NT for the indicator showing the high lows, 120 period? No, it's hourly high, hourly low, MHT, which you can find in here. Right there. So Mr. Kofifi's up 46,000. That's what he's up in his XFAs. Edward says, I didn't even know that you had your own channel. Yeah, we've had this stream going since September. And if you are enjoying it, please hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you have your bell notification turned on so you can be notified anytime that we go live here. What did JDR say? I missed that. If you want a Mac platform, use Tradeovate or TopStep X. Hey man, I'm a little confused. If you just draw 2 trend lines on your 1 minute chart, you can see that it's going to drop even more. Why place and buy? It broke my trend line and you placed to buy. I don't know. Probably because you're just the superior trader. That's probably what it is. Hold on, let me check. Is Famos the better trader than me? Look at that. Google said yes. There's your answer right there, buddy. We should have known. I mean, I'm sorry, I missed your comment. I should have known. Had you drawn that trend line and shared it, I could have. Damn it. Shoot. Son of a fucking God me. I should have known. You were drawing trend lines on the 1 minute and Google said you're the superior trader. I should have just known. You know what? In spite of that, I'm going to try along here. Just in spite of that. Let's see. Because it's such an easy short. Just for that, we're gonna try along just to see. Let's see if Google's right about this. And let's try to get a little aggressive here. We're gonna go long. One man enters, or 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. This is the Thunderdome right here. This is the Thunderdome. By the way, this is like the breakout area. This is the topping area / breakout area. And it's not looking good. It looks like I'm dead to rights on the wrong side of this thing now. Let's see if the 1 minute trend line is superior. All right, let's see if we can actually try to get serious here for a minute. If this re-breaks this 200 to the top side, adding into that. Wait, what? Come on. Clicking the button. There we go. Adding into that. See if we get this breakout now. I don't know why my ad was so late. I love this thin market here, by the way. A lot of fun to be trading this. I'm going to pull out like right at 207 if we get this pop. The 10-second trend line. Look out, we got the 10-second. Can anybody get me the 1 second trend line? I need the 1 second. We need the 1 second trend line. And give me that 207 pull. Watching. Let's see if we can get this follow through up through 207 now. We've been wanting that 207 real bad. And they're just, I mean, somebody is stacking so heavy into that 207. It's so funny to see too. Let's see if we can, let's do this. Try to get an anticipatory order out here. So 200 still holding. At least for the time being. We have 3 minutes until the liquidity injection, so I'd really like to be flat before those 3 minutes come out. So I'm watching here as these 200s are kind of shimmying around. Still some sellers here. I'm going to move my stop up a little bit. You have Discord? Yeah, right here. The link is going to pop up from Nightbot. There you go. And there you have it. All right, 195 still holding here. I could get aggressive with an ad, but it's so hard for me to trust being able to pull out. Watching these 200s here. Why does it miss target by a tick but stop loss almost never? It feels like that, doesn't it? It depends on what kind of stop loss you have too. MIT or a limit stop. You know, you might just have a market of touch stop, which is why it always explodes when it touches it. Versus if you're trying to do, you have a market of touch stop limit order. I mean, well, sorry, market of touch to take profit, right? You can have that too. The pullout game has to be strong. All right, let's see if we hold these 202s again. It's just so much kerfuffling here. Not feeling confident anymore. liquidity injection here in 90 seconds. And they are stacking it heavy above 200s here. Only need 3 more points before we hit that. Take profit MNQ. Good luck to you, Levi. Up or down? What are you looking for, up or down? Still some bidders here, stacking up. 1 minute away from liquidity injection. This is where it can get super loose. Do probably want to try to trim here. Tough to see some follow through in this thin of a market, of course. Okay, pushing up. There was that nice little push up. Can we get above those 205s here? It's very thick to the offer, which I don't like to see when I'm in this type of trade, to be honest with you. Let's see if we get above these 207s now. Don't have a lot of faith in this, given how thick those offers are on that pull up towards 205. Means there's a lot of people who are stacking this on the offer. A lot of people are trying to get out here. Where can you get my today's levels? In the morning memo, published daily in the Clubhouse. Also, they're posted on Thinkorswim, Webull, E-Trade, but super late. But the futures contracts aren't posted. It's just the individual names like SPY, Triple Qs, Tesla, NVIDIA, Google, Microsoft, Apple. All right, let's see if we can tag this liquidity at 203. We're really down to crunch time here. Here's the liquidity injection, top of the hour. Very much crunch time here. Can we tag this 203? If we're not, then I have to get out of this thing. Okay, coming back up, testing that 203 perhaps. Nobody really wants to take this 203 out. There's only 16 contracts too. Yeah, not feeling good about this position right now. Okay, there's that 203 swipe. No follow through. So we took that liquidity at 203, but no follow through. Very, very thin stuff here as well. Our average is 202 3/4. Not a great average to have in this area. Am I getting those levels from a source, or are those your founded levels? It's a proprietary formula that I developed. They're my levels. That's why they're published under my name. And again, 205 tickled, but no follow through. It's crazy how thick they are making offers up here, which again, doesn't give me a lot of confidence in holding this. I'd like to see thicker bids. Yeah, see that huge, huge offer there at 206. Yeah, I hate this price action right now. Might have to go flat until the open. Watching for 207 to pull. Again, still just very, very thick on the offer side, not so much on the bid side here. I really should just get out of this thing. Looking for one more little pop here that I can cover into. And take out 3 if we can get that. Took out 3. Trying 3 more. Out flat. So we went flat on that account. 18 bucks of profit there. I don't like how this is trading. I think you're watching the wrong stream there, Matt, because we're down right now. We are down $6,400. I think I think you're watching the wrong stream. I don't know which stream you're looking at. Let's see here. Trade of 8 is not rolled over yet. You have to do it manually. Oh, you're looking at my entry. Yeah, you're looking at my average cost there. So right above me, see how it says flat? That's going to show you whether or not I'm in a position. Now we're getting some liquidity here. And try a long again here. We're getting this liquidity that I've been waiting for at 207. So trying another long here. So there you go. 18,208 is my average. And then 2 contracts green is how many I'm long. And then right here shows my active P&L in this trade. Well, good morning to you, Matthew. Good morning. What to expect from tomorrow's CPI? If we have an outlier print, I think that can shake the market around. I think, too, that we'll have a much cleaner market because people will have rolled. NQ Rip says, I'm not touching this until open. I like that, you know. I'm just going to trade, try to trade a little bit of smaller size here until we get closer to that open. We're going to have a liquidity injection about 12 minutes, and then 5 minutes after that, and 5 minutes after that. I mean, this thing is kind of holding, to be honest with you. We have room all the way down to back to that 195 quarters area. So I could actually, so our stop at 191 halves, and then we'll do a buy limit here at 198 and a half, and then another limit order right here. Move this one down a little bit, actually, right there. All right, filled 2. Does anyone know if Top Step X auto rolls? I do believe it does. I do believe that does auto roll. Okay, filled there. Limit order is working. Nice little bounce up here. Bounce above 200 is what I want to see. That was a big chunky order right there at those 196s. So very, very nice there. Now we just have to get through 205 and we should be screaming here. Any reason you're changing to June? Yeah, the June has more volume. Simple reason right there. June has way more volume. Look at that rejection right there at 205. See if we can get back above these 200s and hold. Some liquidity at 202. Apple's pushing up here, which I do like to see, but NVIDIA doesn't have the memo yet. Maybe NVIDIA needs to join Clubhouse, get the morning memo early access. Maybe that's the problem. NVIDIA hasn't read the memo yet. NVIDIA is supposed to be trading much higher. There we go. 207s. Can we get those 207s to pull? Talk to me, 207. Little hesitation. All right, I'm putting it on the offer. Order book got too thin right there. I don't like that. Filled 3. The rest of my stop is just above break even. You know what? I'm actually going to take off one more on the offer if they'll fill me. Watch this again. Straight down. They refuse to fill any of my my offer. I'm going to do another one there on the offer. There we go. Filled. And let's see. I'll put mine right here at 204. Looking for a 204 pull. There we go. 204 pulled. Got one left as a runner. Rest is in the profit. NVIDIA should follow club. Julia's up $4,600. Nice work. But yeah, I was expecting we were going to roll to the June's. I don't know, when was that? Last week I was saying Tuesday, Wednesday, but I wake up this morning and I see, you know, we're trading 20% more volume in the Junes than we are in the Marches. So, hey, I follow the market. I follow its participants. Only downside was that we had a very liquid market right until we started to cover. And then it just got into this choppy mess here. Just garbage. All right, let's see if we can let this puppy run here. Again, we have room all the way up to 224 as long as we can get through. There's some players there at 212, 213, 214. I don't like to see rips lose, but it does make me feel better about my trading. We're transparent here. Like I said, not including this trade, we're down $6,400 on 2 combines. We're trading combine number 3 right now. We keep it real. We keep it transparent. I'm not going to shy away from the fact that if we're out of the pocket, we're losing. There's no value in me trying to hide stuff from you folks. Look at that. Now we're getting the pull. No value in me trying to hide any of this stuff, right? There's a lot of people out there who try to hide this stuff and pretend that they don't lose. I lose often. I'm going to lose a lot. You know, I lose often. It's going to happen. I just try to limit my losses. If I'm trading XFAs or live, I'm going to try to limit my losses as much as possible. And I've done a pretty good job of doing so. But sometimes on my combines, you know, step into it and try to get a little aggressive. That's why I'm very transparent in the fact that I say, hey, I'm trading combines right now. Check this out. How's my live account doing? Good. I made $500 on it on Friday. So I made 4,000 on Friday. I made like, I don't know, 3,000 or 4,000 on Thursday, and then like 2,000 or 3,000 on Wednesday. I don't know. Did well, I think. I have to go back and check my Twitter post, but did really, really well this last week. Had an 11,000 day on Monday or Tuesday, whenever that was that I had that overnight trade. Seems so long ago. When I trade on stream, it's on replay mode, always green. Yeah, those are some streamers out there. They will only trade on replay mode. They'll never show you live executions. This is just, I mean, there's one way to find out if the person that you're watching is going to add value to your trading. If they're always showing you the moment that they enter into a trade, and then they're transparent about what they're doing, win or loss. Also, if they're trading on one of those companies, like where they want to show like a PA account, have them show the full number so you can see what number of PA they're on, because those things add up. They're expensive. So there's no real value. Like if somebody is withdrawn $20,000 from a funding company, what if it took them $800,000 to get that $20,000? There's no real value in that, right? There's somebody on Top Step who they kicked off midstream, and that person had like 1,800 PAs. It was something like $150,000 worth of PAs. So it's like, yeah, there's no real value in that one. Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, have people, I see other streamers out there who are trying to show their executions live, but then they're always losing their trades, which should tell you a thing or two that, the reason why they always looked so green in the past is because they're only showing trades that are green when they're in the green. Like right now, if I cut to this trade and I'm like, oh yeah, I went long, by the way. But then I didn't show you any other trades before that. You're like, wow, Rips is the best. He's already up money on the day. He didn't have any losses. Well, it's lying to you. It's deceiving. Do you have to roll over book map? Yes. NQM4 is the CME contract. Yeah, always look for people who are transparent. If there's a trader that's not losing, they're lying to you. You're going to lose. It's part of trading. It's like, there's no such thing as like a trader who wins 100% of the time, unless they've only been trading for one day or maybe a week. No, PAs are performance accounts in other funding companies. I could be your mentor, man. I don't know if I could afford you, Famos. You might be too expensive. I would like to, but I probably can't afford your hourly rate. So I'm going to preemptively pass on that. Yeah, and as well as, I'll just go back to Ohm. Who cares about what other people are doing, right? Ohm. Let's just get value here together. That's what we're here for. By the way, if you are finding value, hit that thumbs up button. Let's do a poll. What are we at here? How many likes? Oh, we're at 354. Well, we have to get to 500 likes. If we get to 500 likes, then we'll do a poll in here about what we're going to think. I'm serious, man. I am too. That's the thing. I'm dead serious too. I just can't afford your hourly rate. I mean, we looked on Google. You're the greatest trader of all time. I just can't afford your hourly rate. That's the problem. I should trade commodities. I mean, your suggestions are just out of this world good. They are so good that we're never, ever going to see them again. Goodbye. Ever again. Like ever. Like forever and ever. Do you know how long forever is? Last time I checked, it's a pretty long time. It's a pretty long time. And now that's where you're going to live. Forever, never again. Ever. We are pushing up here, by the way. How's that trend line working out for you, buddy? Because we're going up and you were saying we're going to go down. How's that trend line working out for you on the 1 minute? Is it going well? Give it up for that trend line on the 1 minute. If I would just draw that trend line, then I could afford your hourly rate, right? All right, so we are still pushing up. We are still pushing up here and holding for the time being. Who are we bashing? Nobody. Don't worry. We'll never remember them after today. They can save this episode and rewatch it. Move that stop up though. I do like that. But I want to move it up ever so slightly. This looks like a good area on my 5-minute chart. 203 in the quarter. Any tips for holding winners longer? You have to find levels that work for you. I mean, we were looking for this trade earlier. We got dunked on it a couple times. We were looking for this trade all the way up to 224, which is my target. So this is the trade that we were originally looking for, but we were just wrong on our timing. Futures trading is all about timing. So I was dead wrong on this trade 2 times in a row, and it cost me 2 maximum daily losses on 2 combines that were both ready to pass. Sometimes your sarcasm is hard to take. Why you didn't went to Vegas trip? It's for Top Step employees, and I do not work for Top Step. Cover your P&L. Don't look at it. Yeah, I agree with that. 100% if you're having trouble with that. By the way, we're well through our 224 target there. So now I can actually move my stop up to 210s. So we are hitting that area. We are seeing NVIDIA push up. So we are running into the VWAP and NVIDIA, and the VWAP is kind of been rejecting this morning. So if this doesn't reject, I will actually add into this position to look for more upside, because then we have room all the way up to 250 above this level. So I could get aggressive here. We have a liquidity ejection coming in 1 minute, so I'm going to wait for that. Did you share the view of your other charts? Yeah, we rotate on them all the time. There's our trading view. We're down $6,200 on the day after we covered a little bit of that in the profit. This is my Ninja Trader, 30-second chart, so you can see each one of my executions. Gosh, I wish it wasn't 30 seconds away. I need this 30 seconds to come sooner than later so I can potentially add into this position to get a bigger pop. So NVIDIA just struggling to push through the VWAP here. If it does get through the VWAP, I'm super bullish on NQ here because Apple's pushing up, Microsoft's starting to push up to the north side here. So super bullish on NQ if we can get this. All right, I'm going for it. What the heck? Nasty NVIDIA rejection there at the VWAP, but if we can snap through it, then we'll be strong. So here's our liquidity injection. Watching. This is where it can get dangerous. Watching here closely at these 30s. Okay, see if we get this pull back down to 224 or so. If we're going to base out here, I will add some thicker bids, which is what I like to see, opposite of what we're seeing this morning. So it's nice to see finally some good liquidity entering back into this. So 224 is our backstop here. Watching. Doing an ad here. Seeing if we can hold this 224 area. Adding again for the swipe up towards 230. NVIDIA still rejecting. But if NVIDIA pops through, this is going to be wild to the top side here. All right, we need to bust through this level. I'm going to try to trim up here, up at 234. Watching carefully here. Don't want to run into the same problem twice. Now we're going thicker offers again in 230s. Sort of a double top there at 232-ish. Okay, 225's holding again. Try to see if we can catch this one more time here. And we're running in the same issue we've had on most of these long trades where we're running right into the area where we're about to take profit and we get an early rejection here. Okay, watching here, 224s, adding into that. 224s are holding. And now I have to be aggressive on when I'm pulling out here of this. I might actually have to use market orders, which I hate to use on when I'm covering. So 227 next level here to just punch through. Then we get that liquidity up through 230 here. So watching carefully. 227 punch through. Watch this 230 now. They pulled that offer at 230, so I'm going to see if there's any thick offers that are coming in before then. Maybe they stepped it up. If they did, then we can extend this a little bit higher. So here's that 230. Hidden order right there at 229. I want to see this get through without any front runners here. Watching carefully here. A little bit sticky. Not what I like to see. See if we can get this push up back to that 230 area. Through that, then I can let go on the offer here. So here's that pull right up towards 230. Can we get this punch up? And I can pull out 4. Okay, putting 4 on the offer. Tap, tap. There it is, 4 out. Finally pulled out on the offer, okay. Nice. I'm just going to cover. Whoa, crap. I mean, that stopped me out. Or something happened, but all right. We went flat there. We're up $1,000 in that account, so We were at 6,200. Now we're at 5,500. So that's me not having my hotkey tool built yet, but trying to make it happen with the chart trader. I had too many orders out, and then it covered me and put me short. So there we go. Still think we can go higher here, but got jammed up with chart trader there. I think I'm going to grab another Celsius real quick here, but yeah, I would have liked to have a runner on right now, to be honest. I ended up fat fingering that. Market opens in 12 minutes. That is correct. 11 minutes now. Hey, I just subscribed to your channel. I just switched to futures last week and hope to learn some things as far as the basics. I was part of the Forex horror stories and payouts. I'm sorry to see that. Yeah, I wish we had a runner on still. Dang it. Fat fingering orders and fumbling with chart trader and quantity size and all that. Can't wait until the hotkey tool is built. It's been a long time coming for that thing here. All right, seeing if we get a pullback at all into these 230s now, which is where we had that prior resistance. NVIDIA is still wrestling underneath the VWAP. Teach us to read Bookmap. I have a webinar about it in Clubhouse, but you should go over to Bookmap's free YouTube channel. It's where they have a lot of free information. So this account is now at 157K. So this one is pretty close to passing as well. Just need 2,000 more. I think we can make that happen. How do you feel about trading on a Stream Deck? I love it. And that's what we're building right now is an add-on for NinjaTrader that works with your Stream Deck. It's we're going to have something. Astronerd, she says, I'm scared to use hotkeys. My cat's always getting up here trying to step on the keyboard. We're going to have a safety kill switch on that. So you have to have it activated and then the hotkeys will work and then you can deactivate it and all hotkeys will be disabled. So we already thought about that. We're trading the June contracts light, as you can see right there. Can you articulate what specifically you're looking to accomplish with the hotkey tool that that isn't accomplished with the built-in hotkeys? Yeah. So, you can calculate what your risk is on a trade. You can press a take profit button that'll automatically set like 30% of your position up at a certain level for a certain amount of profit. Press another hotkey, it'll move up your stop halfway to break even. Like all of these calculations happening on the fly where I don't have to think about it. I can just react. And it's all instant. And I'm not like fumbling around. Like I want to cover 25% of my position like that. I want to cover 75%, boom, like that. Like it's exactly what I'm looking for. Can't do that right now with the built-in hotkeys in NinjaTrader. They're nice, but they don't accomplish exactly what I want. When will it be available? When it's done. I thought it was going to be available in February. Now we're halfway through March and yeah, no sign of being done anytime soon. So it'll be done when it's done. The VWAP I have is all the way up at 248. The 8:30 a.m. VWAP is at same 248. So will it be able to be used with Trade-Evade? Maybe eventually, but on the onset, it's only going to be for NinjaTrader. Why do you trade on a combine? I just passed my first combine. I would like to understand why trading combines if you have funded accounts. Well, I would be down $5,500 if I traded on my funded accounts today. Wouldn't that be a drag? Wouldn't that be terrible? So on days like today where I still want to trade, I'm going to trade on my combines and I'll pass them and they go waiting in the wings. So if I ever do blow my XFAs, just bring in a fresh one. Rip's going to say adios now. We'll watch the open, but probably not going to trade. Up 500, always give back. I like that, Mike. Know where you, where you stand in your trading. If you're constantly giving it back after you're up, then just stop trading. Lock it up. How many XFAs have you blown? I think I'm on like this is my 12th or 15th, something like that. So somewhere in the range of 9 to 12 that I've blown. How many accounts do you have? 3 XFAs, 1 live. See you later, Mike Z. Take care. Great work today. Yeah, no, they will. Consultant, they will be multiple keys. It's going to be like 3 key presses for each hotkey. But still, how long can you wait before you have to pay the XFA fee? 30 days. Do I see hitting 250? I see it hitting 261. I'm fumbling my first one. I have no idea why. It's in your head, right? Trade small. Trade on the minis. The micros. Trade on the micros. Rips, I thought you had to merge your XFAs, close them when you moved to live. I did, but then I had 3 more, and then 3 more, and 3 more, and 3 more, and 3 more. The party never stops, my friend. This party bus continues to roll. Rips, thanks for being transparent. I've been feeling like a bum for going through 4 XFAs and not getting any payouts. It's all in your head, just relax. Jeremy, relax. Don't try to force the issue. Trade one at a time. That helps too. If you're I went from trading one at a time to copying to one at a time, and now I'm back to copying. But no, I'm only copying 2 at a time now. So think about that. And I'm rotating, So that I have a really detrimental day. I still have one that's up from a prior day, We rotate. Where can I place my shirt order? It's coming. I know. I'm a one-man show over here, and it's a lot to manage, but it's coming. Big K Daddy says, Rip, Stops Up doesn't hold a candle to you. Love the streams. Thanks so much. We can learn everything in Market Clubhouse. I love that. Yeah, check it out. I mean, look, so let me post this again. The deal with Clubhouse, here's what it is. It's $7 to come and check it out for 7 days. I mean, it's basically free. You come and you check it out for free. In those 7 days, you can pretty much figure out if it's a good community for you and if it's a good fit for you. So I recommend if you like what you see on stream, you come check it out. If it's no good, you don't like it, you hate it, you think it sucks, great. You're out 7 days of your time and $7 whole, right? That's how you can really judge if you like the community and the people. But we have a thriving community. We have amazing people in there. And just it's all like-minded traders that are all looking to lift each other up and better one another. It's amazing. It's an amazing community. I will always say good things about it, obviously. But, do I use Replicanta for copying? Yes. And if you want to check it out, there's a coupon for it. I think it's Clubhouse 20 or MC 20 or something like that. Do all your levels work even when the contract is rolled? We have brand new levels that were released today, Brett. Brand new. All posted in the Clubhouse. Anyone trade ES in the Clubhouse? Oh yeah, 100%. Hey Rips, approximately how much total payout you must have taken from Top Step in 1 year? I'd have to check, but decent amount. You can make as much as you want on Top Step, whereas on those other funding companies, they limit you on, you have to do this, you're limited at this cap for this much, for this many months, and then you go and you have to have this many trading days and all this and all that. On Top Step, let's just say you had, like Mr. Kofifi, traded for 2 days and he made $51,000 in those 2 days. And then he had a third day of profit. And now he just needs 2 more profitable days and he can withdraw up to 50% of all of those profits. Maddox says 100% came for the positivity and transparency. The rest is just icing. I love that. Wow, look at that. Grateful Trader, another max combine gain. Nice work there, Grateful Trader. Very nice. Julie says it's a great community. Seems like roll weeks are good weeks to take vacation. Yeah, I mean, it's the week before FOMC too. I mean, this is, I think it's going to be better tomorrow. Abandoned Baby. I think it's going to be better tomorrow. Too bad my XFA is an ugly red demon today. Why did you trade it? Why didn't you just wait for the market open? I mean, or even not trade it today? Well, you got to find a way to not have ants in your pants. I'll fill you in. Okay. You got to find a way to not have ants in your pants. Yeah, with your XFAs, I mean, you can make as much money as you want. With these other funding companies, you're limited on your upside. You can only take out this much money. You got to buy 20 accounts to make it actually mean something. And then you're out you buy 20 accounts. It's like, how much does it cost you? $4,000? Come on. Why don't I trade it? Yes, I do. We're just not trading it right now. Look at this roll. What a shock. What do you think caused the roll, folks? What do you think? What do you think rejected again? Anybody? NVIDIA the VWAP. You got it, Astro Nerd. You nailed it. NVIDIA the VWAP every time. What is this VWAP? What is this VWAP you're talking about over here? Market makers watching my stream. Yeah. They got me today. They got me down $5,500 and 2 combines that are down, and I got 1 combine here. Again, because we love our transparency here. We are the only ones who live for that transparency in here. Here it is. Over here. We're up 1,001 and down 3,200 in 2 of our other ones. We hit max daily loss on 2 of them. But we're about transparency in here. We don't want to shy away from what's really going on, right? So hit max gain in combine, $1,500. Had no other accounts to trade by beside XFA. So I told myself I'll be patient and just take it. Wait, hold on. So I told myself I'll be patient and just take a few simple trades. That's not being patient right there. Hey, listen, so I told myself I was going to be patient and not trade at all today. So there I am taking a couple small, simple trades. Totally patient there, by the way. Come on. Come on. So I told myself, I'm going to totally pump the brakes. Okay, 1 minute till the open here. I'm just messing with you. Don't trade if you're trying to be patient. Don't trade. No. We're not talking about me. I'm razzing our buddy here, Grateful Trader, in the clubhouse. We're just having some fun. All right. Here we go, folks. Currently down $5,500. We're going to hide that for now so we can see the live P&L on these trades. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what happens today. 30 seconds. I didn't get an extra Celsius, so I'm going to be lacking in the caffeine department off this trade here. But I'm going to be watching NVIDIA. I want to see if NVIDIA will be trading underneath the VWAP or holding. That's going to be my tell, since NVIDIA is really just... We're trading the NQ today, but it's really NVIDIA futures. At one time, you're up, but you did not go even after you're up 1,900. Yeah, you're right. Correct. And that was very close to passing that account. I know. Hungry eyes. You don't have to remind me. I was there. All right, here's the open. Wow, look at that. Latency out the gates. We're already lagging rhythmic, folks. Look at this. All right, watching. I'm over here watching the Mag 7. I don't even want to watch Bookmap. And I have to go to the restroom. We're holding above 224s here. I'm going long here. We're holding above 224s. I want to see this break out into the 240s now. Wow, thick liquidity on the offer again. Let's see if we can get this above these 35s into these 40s here. Wow, it's a nice bounce. Okay, into the VWAP of the S&Ps here. If we can clear through this, I'm going to add and hold. Watching here. Into the VWAPs, rejecting. NVIDIA through the VWAP, adding into that for this break above 35 now. Watching carefully here. Can we hold this snap above? Wow, big rejection every time we're snapping above. That is concerning, of course. Big rejection, harsh rejection there. Yeah, we snapped above, big harsh rejection. We're probably going to get stopped out. Yeah, stopped out there. So going negative on that account, down $384 in that account. We're trying to get that break above 35s there. NVIDIA rejected the moment that we tagged those 35s up top. All right, so watching here, we're kind of between levels now. 195s are either going to hold or flush. Change my order size, order quantity here. S&P's rejected under VWAP, of course, as well. Watching here. All right, I'm going to try this on this scoop through these 195s. I'm going to try a short now. And this could reject short. We could just get a big bounce. But Amazon is selling off super hard here. I want to see this week below 180s. Big liquidity provider just turned on here. Big liquidity provider. That's making this trade pretty questionable now. I want to see if we can auction below 180s. I have to be quick draw McGraw if we're not going to make it through. Oh, I wish I had my hotkeys for this. This would be a perfect hotkey trade. Okay, through 180s. Adding for this break of 175 now. We have room down to 166. Adding for this break to 166. Watching carefully here. Trying to get a pull. Jeez Louise, I need my hotkeys so bad for this type of trade. It's so thin. There we go. Nice pull down. Okay, got a cover there. Okay, sweet. Okay, we're back up 1,000 in that account for now. Those 166 look like they want to hold and bounce. Watching here. Big chunky orders down there at 166. Stopped out. Okay, so we're at 831 in the positive on that account now. So right here, we're at 5,600 in the red on our day here. Yep, big old block order down there. All right, watching here. Choppy stuff here, folks. This is not easy. I wish I had my hotkey platform for this. I would be nailing this right now. It's just too difficult to do with Chart Trader. You have to be so fast with this, especially for what I'm trying to trade here, the way that I'm trying to trade this. All right, adding again for this break below 175s. Wow, look at these are crazy, crazy big orders coming through here. Let's see if 180 will actually hold to the south side here. I'm going to bring this up a little bit. I'm willing to risk some more on this one. Watching for these 170s to trade out. It's so crazy. It goes very, very thick and then instantly thin. Like, look at how thin that is to the downside. Can we hold this break of 166 is the question. We are holding it. I'm adding. Looking for a 150 flush now. Watching for this pull. So thin. This is tremendously thin here. Oh, it's so thin. My goodness. Watching. 166 started to pull again and hold. Back up to these 180s now. Watching carefully. Yeah, it is so tremendously thin here. Yeah, I should have just stayed out. All right, watching to see if these 180s will reject. If they do, I'm going to try and add and scalp down. Adding for a scalp down. Watching here. Pulling off. Pulling off some more. Okay, looking for this pull down to 150s now. Wow, look at these orders coming in. It's crazy how quick they're coming in here. And stopped out there. So back to basically break where we were. So 5,500 in the red still. We're up $944 in that account. All right, watching here. Look at these rejections too, because nobody's trading it. And then we have a big old block order here. I'm going to try this short again. I got to have enough room here to the downside that I can add into this here. Okay, watching here at these 180s. Adding for a 180 rejection. Let's see here. We have our stop up at 194. Wow. Yeah, these rejections are not being kind to us here. I'm going to move that up to 99 because 95 is a big area of liquidity here. So watching to see if we can hold this rejection below 85 now. Watching carefully here. I want to see, there we go, adding into that. I want to see this block sweep down now. Wow, look at, it's the moment that there's a new liquidity provider that comes on right there and they just completely blast our position here. So this will put us down in this account if we get stopped out probably about $1,500. So there's 195 stopped out there. Yeah, this is tough liquidity to play with Chart Trader. I'll tell you that right now. It's very tough liquidity with the size that I'm putting on. It's very, very difficult to manage this with Chart Trader because of how fast it's moving. But the market that I'm playing, I know what I'm getting into here. I know exactly what I'm getting into. So that's putting us down 9,000 here, 9,000. All right, looking up for our next setup here. And I'm playing this with bigger size too. I'm trying to get these executions to hit and it's increasingly difficult here. All right, watching here right around these 200s. Very, very, I don't know what else I expected here, right? Very, very thin around these 200s. If we are basing these 200s, we're pushing back up on NVIDIA, pushing back up on the S&Ps here. Yeah, liquidity is very, very thin. Extremely, extremely thin. Wow. Bad time to take a drink there. All right, 224s. Let's see if 224s will reject or hold. Seeing if we're going to auction through this. Adding into that for a long. 224s. If they're rejecting here, then we'll get out of this one. Get stopped out. But if they're holding, I want to add into this. So again, 230s. 235 is a blowout where we get a lot of liquidity grab to the top side here. NVIDIA is right at the VWAP again. See if this holds. Very, very crazy, crazy thin. 230s pushing up. Above 235, this thing explodes. But again, we can have a very thin, harsh rejection. So it makes it risky. And it's wavering between pushing or holding here. 224 is this is where the point of control is kind of resting to with all the early morning liquidity as well. So if we get through this should launch to the top side here. If we actually hold this push up. And right now it's just rejecting. A lot of topside liquidity. Yeah, it's looking like it might reject here. Just watching, seeing if we can get this pull through 230s with violence. If we don't, I'll probably get stopped out. Then we can revisit whether or not we want to continue along here. We don't have any news until 11 a.m. Remember that. I might actually just exit the trade. Yeah, covered. It's still not breaking there. Not doing what I want. This is where we're chopping around. This is where the point of control is for the visible range volume profile. It's either going to break above this and start running, because I mean we have Nvidia that's right up at the VWAP. We have the S&Ps right at the VWAP. I might consider actually trading the S&Ps through this because it's not as crazy, even though this is, that looks gross. It looks pretty disgusting. All right, let's see here. Wow, there's that push up. there goes the push up now. Right idea, wrong timing. That's the story of my life today. But it's going to happen. All right, let's go over here. Wow, exactly what we're looking for, just bad timing. It's all right, it's going to happen. Going to happen from time to time. All right, let's see if we can grab this on a pullback here. Okay, longing on a pullback. And I want to bring this down here. Add here at these 30s. Again, Nvidia, big rejection into the 50, which is crazy. So big rejection there on Nvidia in the 50s. But this is just so choppy. This is crazy how choppy this is. Okay, there's that push up, only 230s. Nvidia at the VWAP again. Let's see here, looking for a potential adding right here. So we have room all the way up to 61 if this blows out for this 45 up top here. It's crazy how thin it is, but we are starting to see volume steadily picking up. It comes and it goes in waves. We're getting liquidity providers turning things on. It comes and it goes in waves. I would expect that we'll see a rejection first at 55. So I want to kind of flip contracts up towards that 55. Let's see how much they want to sell this here. So adding here. Oh, geez, and stopped out. Ay. Stop was too tight there. Nice work there, Mr. Kofifi. Not surprised at all. Yeah, what do you know? What a shock. If you would have just been patient and just waited for the market open, right? That's all you had to do. I'm going to try to run this with a bigger stop this time. Oops. Why is that not working? 1 second here. I think I got stopped out on that account, actually. That's what that is. There we go. Alrighty, here we go. Round 2. Okay, seeing if these 224s will hold. I like that as an entry. Tesla's off to the races here, by the way. 30s are holding. Adding into that. And I want to add into a push of 40s here as well. Volume is now more firmly in the June contract, so maybe that'll help. Yeah, no, we saw that earlier in the pre-market as well. So, I mean, we did see that. We're just getting chopped apart here. And dunking at these 20s. Will we get stopped out here? Our stop's at 210.25. Right now, NVIDIA is kind of the thorn in our side here because every single time, I'll show you after this trade, but you have to see on the 15-minute, this doji on NVIDIA is incredible. Absolutely incredible on the 15-minute. And we're not seeing that really on the, we're not seeing that on the S&Ps. We're not seeing that in any other names. I mean, maybe Microsoft a little bit, but really not that bad. So watching for this to push up here. Okay, there's that 35. Can we get the pull all the way to the 40s now? We're seeing these pops and then massive, massive rejections. You see it right there. Big pop, huge roll off, massive rejection. Yeah, this is tough. This is very, very tough here. For as fast as this is moving and how I have to kind of be very fast with my fingers and clicking, and yeah, this just might not work out for us. And 220 is going to hold. Looks like we'll get swept out here and stopped out. Alrighty, so what does that put us at here? That puts us down 11K on the day. So that's probably going to be it for me. Definitely out of the pocket. Trying to trade some combines, getting chopped apart here. It's going to happen, folks. Probably will see if there's any other trades here to go on for Clubhouse. But yeah, getting chopped up apart here. 15 minutes into the open. Not my day. Definitely not my day. So we're going to finish up the stream here. Going up and down and up and down. This is what I want to show you, by the way. Going over to TradingView. Check out NVIDIA. Let's go to the 15-minute. Look at this. This is the candle right here that we're talking about. That is a high of 879 and a low of 841 on the opening 15-minute doji, right? Look at that. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that nuts? By the way, this is all in combines, folks. This is in combines here that we lost our money. But yeah, this is insane. It's just tough to trade this stuff, and I'd rather wait until we have some better trades tomorrow. We have something that's more realistic to trade. We have CPI tomorrow, so that's what I'll be looking for, right? See, I should have used the trend line. If I was using the 1 minute trend line, we would have been in the pocket. But yeah, we went from being up to down to way down to even more down to even more down. So finishing up our day, down $11,000 here, folks. I will be back tomorrow here at 8:30, and I'm going to be trading. I'm going to be back here at 8 Eastern. I'm going to be trading CPI at 8:30, and then I will be on Top Step TV at 9:15 or like 9:25 or so. So that's where I'm going to be. Hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to trade our XFAs. This price action just ain't it, though. This is just not it for me. So, all right, folks, don't go anywhere if you're in the Discord. I'll see you folks there in a minute. But folks on YouTube, I will see you tomorrow. Good luck today, and try to crush it as best you can. But if it was up to me, I wouldn't be trading live accounts in this. I mean, I'm not doing it, but I would say to you folks out there, if you have an XFA, just leave it today. It's one day. Don't touch it. Don't trade those XFAs. It's going to be too difficult on this type of market to trade this stuff, unless you're trading super small size or you're trading in the micros. So good luck, everybody. I'll see you folks bright and early tomorrow.